Hello ladies and gents, it's Spoony Pizzas here with another Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 video, and today it's all about Manchester United and how they used to play under Sir Alex Ferguson. So, and this is a problem I'm having with the team right now. Okay, so I've gone for a back four with Darmian instead of Valencia because I've pushed Valencia into his right wing position, and the reason for that, this is the key area for me. That's not working for United right now, the right wing position. Martial and Rashford are not wingers. Okay, I don't care what anyone says, they are just not wingers. Sanchez can play on the wing, but once again he cuts in all the time. Even Ashley Young, he always cuts in on his right foot, but he does stay wide, to be fair. So that's why I sort of went with Ashley Young. And that's the main issue with Manchester United right now. There's just no width. Everything's through the middle. It's so easy to contain, and that's why we struggle to create chances. So yeah, under Sir Alex Ferguson, they'd have... So this is without possession of the ball. As soon as they lose the ball, what you'll find is that the two midfielders would just sit. You'd have the back line just in front of the penalty box. And then everyone else would literally just drop in, sort of like this. And then they'd shuffle across the pitch depending where the ball was. So if the ball was over here, they'd all shuffle across to the left. If you go and watch the United videos of old, oops, didn't mean to put Matic in defensive position, but they'd all shuffle across, a bit like that. And then as the ball moved to the other side, they'd all shuffle back across. So there's very small movement, not too much, not requiring a lot of work ethic. So they kept, they weren't gassing themselves out. And the attacking midfielder, well, he's normally a central support striker who sits in just behind the main attacker. So if you had Nistelrooy up there, or Ronaldo, then you'd have Tevez in behind, or Rooney. Okay, and he would drop into that midfield role, attacking midfield role, and pick up the ball and start the attacks. Okay, so defensively, that's how they used to play. Now, when you have possession of the ball, like I said, this is the Tevez role. He'd just sort of float around, and Rooney role, allowed to sort of patrol any of this area right here, and even, like I said, drop back into midfield and support the midfielders. And then you'd have the two wingers, which is why I've gone for Valencia on the wide and Ashley Young, because Martial's just not a winger, and that's the key problem with like I say, with Manchester United right now. We're so intent on getting on the wing and cutting inside. And then this would be Lingard, and they would be inside. It's just so easy to contain. And you see him just like flicking the ball up, knocking the ball up, doing little 1-2s. Yeah, it looks great if you score, but it's just so narrow. It's so easy to stop. Ferguson's teams were like, right, okay, this is what happens when we attack. You push right forward, you stay wide. Dennis Irwin, get up there. Paul Parker, be in this position, sort of just sat there, and then Rooney would sort of move in there. You'd have Scholesy moving in here, Keane sort of holding back, and this is exactly what would happen once they had the ball, and they'd have like Nistelrooy or Ronaldo sort of preying on any balls into the box. So yeah, that's my Manchester United formation. I'm not going to put that like that. I'm going to revert it back to how it was, and show you the attacking and defensive instructions. Okay. So, attacking instructions: possession, short pass, wide, maintain formation, 4 for support range, defensive instructions, all out defense. Like I said, they would just back up, contain the middle. Actually, I'd probably contain the wide, actually, because of the way they shuffled across. So I'm going to go for a wide. Conservative pressuring. It's difficult to determine how deep these go. I think 4 is probably the best. Like I say, you don't want to go any deeper than the penalty area. They didn't drop that far back unless they got round and down the wings. And then compactness of 5. I've gone 4. Advanced instructions, hug the touchline. Like I said, he used to just get the wingers and just say, stay wide. Okay, do some tricks if you want, if you're Ronaldo. Or you're Beckham, just get the crosses in. And attacking fullbacks, Gary Neville and David Beckham were renowned for like teaming up and pairing up. Gary Neville would overlap David Beckham, pass it back to David Beckham. He'd sort of roll the ball forward and then whip it in with his right foot into Nistelrooy. Deadly, absolutely deadly. And then on the left wing you'd have Ryan Giggs, who, you know, would do skills, but he'd always cross the ball with his left foot, generally. Unless he saw the opportunity to cut in. But very rarely was that. And then you got wing backs, so Ashley Young and Valencia. You know, Ferguson's teams were always built on work ethic. And that's why the wing back is key. So it makes sure Valencia and Ashley Young get back. And then as for tight mark, and I just put that on Aguero. But in some games, what Ferguson used to do is the attacking midfielder, the support striker, he would sometimes put it on the sort of ball-playing midfielder. So like when we played against Real Madrid, he put Danny Welbeck on Toni Kroos to try and stifle him, and he was going so well until Nani got sent off, unfortunately. But anyway, that's the tactics. We'll see how what they're like against Man City. As you can see, Martial and Rashford are both down anyway. But I wouldn't have. For me, they can't start. They're strikers. They should be playing through the middle. They should be replacing Lukaku. And unfortunately, Bailey's down as well. So I'm going to bring in Rojo, who's an absolute liability. But yeah, we're going to play against Old Trafford. And we'll see how we get on. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, guys, whether you agree. I know Ferguson did revert to a 4-3-3.
Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. The teams then, Manchester against Manchester. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becker. Glad to be here, Peter.
I'll just turn that down so you can hear me. Okay, so let's get this underway.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It's got to be the very flexible Raheem Sterling. From centre forward to wing back, he can play a variety of roles, and usually with the knack of finding a yard of space. For me, though, he's most dangerous in attack.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Played into the middle.
Oh!
The greatest of balls.
Almost drifted in. And almost had a person on the head of it as well. Oh. That was unfortunate. You can see how compact it is in defence. Let's have a look at this defensively and see if they're going to behave like Ferguson's team. Like I said, he didn't drop too deep too soon. And this looks about right, to be honest. It's very that's looking good. That is looking good. I wasn't too sure if it was you know, defensive line was 4 or 3 for depth. But this seems to be just about right on 4. Like I say, I don't want them dropping too deep too soon.
It's been a rather gentle affair so far.
Oh, that's a bad pass. Didn't see him. Good save, De Gea.
To make a great save.
Cracking save.
Really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Ooh. Went right through my team.
And he should have done better.
Cool.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then. Yeah, this has been pretty decisive, no doubt, as to who the better side is. Looks like a good ball through.
Gee whiz.
Complaints about that challenge. Robust.
I know playing a rival, they increase, but in their ability to play, but that was pretty harsh.
Plays it out to the wing. Laid back in. It's Aguero!
It's so startling that where the United problems lie, and yet no one seems to know how to address it. When Mahrez was up for sale for,
Progress is made on the ball.
I think it was about 30 or 40 million when at the start of this season, but obviously his good form was boosted his price to what, 90 million I think they wanted City to pay. Yeah, that's just not going to happen, is it? But for 30 or 40 million, when he became available, I thought, cool, that is a that would have been a really good buy. Both me and my friend were of the same opinion.
Looking for options. Oh, that's a foul.
Cool.
Whistle's gone.
This little skill move back there where I sort of shimmied, I will have a video coming out on that tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's
So
just
keep an eye out for that.
last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble. And it's Young.
I'm playing on the new patch.
Matic!
Oh,
Very well to get to that.
I
Well, you can't ask
haven't noticed many changes actually.
difficult moment. He simply had to deal
Still
with.
feels much the same.
Looks to clip it forward.
So it does look purely like just the bug fix. No gameplay changes as far as I'm aware.
Possible than probable.
Haven't noticed
And
anything
the outcome backed it up, Peter.
crazy.
It's Bernardo Silva. Tries a through ball.
Haven't noticed any crazy changes. So
Crime!
I was going to launch it and then I decided to cancel that using the super cancel.
Now what's next? Now it's Lukaku. He's made sure that
Ah,
he won't get
no,
through.
it's still the same through ball issue.
Keeper's got
Once again, they're trying to play it inside the defender instead of out and around.
well positioned to make that interception.
Obviously, someone
Puts it in gently.
somewhere has made a comment, and that is just crazy. That's what you want to do with your passes, like I did there with Spoony.
Now, what's on?
You don't always want to play a through ball on the inside of the defender.
That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Dinks one in. Nicely measured pass.
This formation does require good wingers, and Manchester United just like that right now. They haven't got the explosiveness of Kunchelskis, Giggs,
Forward.
Ronaldo, Beckham. Beckham wasn't the quickest, but he didn't have to run very far. He could pick anyone out from quite a distance.
Sterling going full tilt down the left.
Yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Where's United gone wrong?
Good run down the left. What can they make
What do you think about their style of play now?
Lukaku.
Is it good enough? Is it really
Manchester disappointing.
worthy of a United team?
Lack urgency.
You know, we didn't always attack under Alex Ferguson.
He's left his man. Surely a shot. Lukaku.
Oh,
Intervention was very necessary.
Valencia. Okay, so pretty uneventful. Very solid defensively, I'd say. I know they've had more shots, but they were shooting from really acute angles. Haven't created too much myself, which is a bit disappointing, but perhaps talking and thinking too much rather than concentrating on the game. But yeah, looking at the sort of style, they're dropping a bit too deep there. They shouldn't be dropping quite that deep.
No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now?
But it might be because City have pushed their attack forward, maybe it's having an adverse effect on my tactics. Shouldn't do really, but it does. That's a great ball. So if this was Giggs, he'd just go on his left foot, but as it's Young, he's got to do his do exactly what he did there and get the cross in. Cutting on that right foot. If this was Rooney, he wouldn't be doing that anyway. That's one thing good about Sanchez. Oh, I just run into too much traffic. Pogba out-muscled, outnumbered, out-muscled in defence.
That first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
It's a shame they haven't got like sensible World of Soccer tactics, where you could determine where the ball was and where your players would sit. That would give you the nice goal. That would really give you the.
Manchester are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure.
That would really ensure the positioning of the defenders would be where you want them to be.
Manchester themselves into the lead.
Oh, half time has been a blessing for this team. You know,
Okay, we really need to try and get back into this game, eh?
Now it's Sanchez. And it's been taken straight back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Yeah, see, they shouldn't be dropping that deep, although he was round the defence.
Beautifully done. He's lifting it over. Ashley Young.
So the only problem with this formation, it's got no counter-attacking options. It's not set up to counter-attack.
Lukaku.
It's possession based. So you do have to wait for your team to get up the field, which is difficult when City are pressing. It's not, you know, this isn't the best formation. It's just experimental and just to show you what Sir Alex Ferguson used to sort of use.
It's Sanchez.
Obviously, the calibre of player, especially on the wings, was far greater. And even the fullbacks. The fullback position is really important. I think, you know, Pep's identified that this season with the signs of Walker, Danilo. You know, he knows how important that position is, because that's where your attack's going to come from. You know, you need to make sure they're comfortable on the ball. You can't have someone like Darmian play in the Premier League, because he's everything he thinks about is defensive, and that's okay. But in the Premier League, you need to think offensively as well. You need to have that. You need to have that ability to go forward with the ball. Ah, there we go. Great header from Lukaku.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
There's my corner mastery. My first technique.
Well, his contact
Bang!
is tremendous.
Beautiful downward header.
Exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the area,
Great header.
this fella is definitely no slouch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
That goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Oof, just wide.
That really should have hit the net.
So now we got back in the game. Let's try and get the let's focus and get the winner. Oh, goodness sake! Once again, trying to cut inside the defender. Oh my word! Oh no! That was horrendous finish. That was it. That was the chance to finish it. Goodness sake, I've never missed a chance like that before. That was good header from Ashley Young there. Getting down the wings now. Just going to cut inside. Can't see the ball.
It's a fabulous position.
Oh, goodness.
Manchester showing
Pressure
a
was
good level of
immense. They've
intensity
obviously
at
got
this stage. They're
Gegenpress
calling
on or
all
something.
their resources now.
Pogba.
Oh, he wants to take a touch. I just wanted to play it first time.
Manchester in search of their winner. It's Sterling. Aguero. And he's there to cut it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Sanchez shoots.
Oh, I went for the manual shot.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
I know it's his weaker foot, so
Such
sometimes you got to use a
idea
manual shot to
lifted into his
make
path.
sure it goes on target. And from that range, if it's on target, it's a goal.
Manchester, as though they're
Can we do another super
Well, for me, this
corner
was the
mastery
obvious
technique?
execution.
Here we go.
Just a little jaded and
Nah,
as a result
too
of
close to
that,
the goalie, but he spilled it.
mistake. I think sometimes when
Ah.
the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this
Only
case.
1 minute at a time. Come on, lads.
Walker.
Ah, they're just playing around, aren't they? That's it.
And that's
So 1-1
the winner
with
here.
Fergie's tactics. Like I said, it's missing the players. It's quite obvious, especially on those wings.